Go live. We are live. Is it frozen? Please don't tell me it's frozen. This is crazy. The whole thing just froze. Are we good? Oh, oh, this is stressing me out. Okay, we in there. We in here. We live. My bad. We are live. It froze for a second. I got to make sure that we are playing on here. Okay. My bad. We are live. We are live. All right. I had to make sure. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Shiny Sweets. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being patient. I know I was supposed to start at 7:30, but as you can see, we walking in with some technical difficulties. Like I said, this is the first time that I have went live during an interview and having a guest and using this new platform. So yeah, we about to play it sweet. You know, sometimes you gotta pause for a second, we gotta rewind, you gotta take it back, all that good stuff. But I am so excited to be here. Thank you for everyone that's tuning in. Thank you for everyone that has been supporting. I got my guy in the background. Shout out to Quan Vatan. You're not gonna see him, but he's definitely working the controls and making sure we got things moving smoothly moving forward. We already got some viewers in here, so I'm excited. All right. So this is the Play It Sweet podcast. I am Shani Sweets, and here we are breaking stigmas, embracing healing, and disrupting generational narratives. Okay. But we're gonna have some fun with it. This is not gonna be your typical boring show. We're gonna have some fun. I have some guests coming through, and today the guest that I have, this is overdue. Okay. Completely overdue. We have seen each other in the passing. We have went to the same schools, if I'm not mistaken. We met each other on campus while I was studying and trying to figure out life, and I believe she was already graduated figuring out the music life as well. So I'm not gonna keep going. I'm just go ahead and bring her in. Shout out to Shauna. Shauna the singer is definitely in the building right now. She is here with me. What's up, Shauna?
Man, what's good, man? How are y'all? I'm glad we made it. We made
We made it. We
it.
in here.
We
Okay.
made it happen.
It's been definitely some it was some difficulties getting in
It
here.
was
Okay.
trying. It was trying us.
It was trying. We got a good 35 minutes of like, what is going on? Okay. And I mean, but that's life. And we're here. And I definitely want you to talk to the people a little bit, let them know who you are, what you do, because for a lot of them, they just never even heard of you.
For
And
sure.
I know you have your people watching, they never even heard of me. So we're gonna make sure that we leave here well acclimated with each other and with our people. Go ahead.
For sure. So first off, like she said, I go by the name of Shauna the singer. Been doing music now for about 10 years, 10 plus really. I started singing when I was the age 5. And my mom taught me my first song, and it kind of just went from there. I've really been, I think, more so chilling on it because I don't release as often, you know. So for my supporters, I'm definitely going to start doing that more. But 29 years old. Well, I keep saying 29. I'm 30 now, but I keep trying to stay right there. Um, I'm from
Okay.
a place called from a place called Robbins, North Carolina. A super small town, man, country. Kind of everybody know everybody. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't trade those vibes for anything. Couldn't stay there. You know what I'm saying? I had to come out of my element, but I would go back home. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's just a little backstory, just from where I'm from, my age. I sing, songwrite. I write all my music. I take pride in that. Because I really just enjoy the therapy of writing. Not really, what I'm saying. Before it was songs, it was just writing. Before I could put a beat to anything, it was just writing. So that's big for me. Big for me. But I reside in Durham right now too. So
Okay. So I thought you was in Raleigh. Let's start there.
Yeah, I moved a year
I
ago,
thought
over a
you
year
was
now.
I thought you were actually from Raleigh. Um, but you're not.
That shows the work being put in though, because I've been here since 2011.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, done a
So
lot of work in Raleigh.
what brought you to Raleigh?
College, I graduated from Shaw University. I know you had mentioned, we went to school together in it. I don't know what year you might have been, but I know I left. I was about to say I left. I graduated around 2017.
Okay.
So
So we
yeah,
actually
came in about 2012.
we was there together.
Probably was, yeah.
I started in 2015.
Okay, so yeah, definitely, I definitely
That's crazy. So when I did see you on campus, you were still a student there. Not time.
exactly. I think I had just crossed too. So yeah, around that same time, junior year.
Yeah, yeah. And then I actually ended up being really cool with Corey because we were in the same
My God.
department. Yeah. So I think I seen him on campus and you guys was chopping it up and me and him started chopping it up and it kind of just became a thing. Or it could have been between him and Quan of somehow that we kind of crossed paths with each other. But I know that it was definitely my probably like my sophomore year at school because I was very under the radar until
For
maybe
sure.
like my senior year. Yeah.
Had to step out of that box, make those connections. I know.
I mean, yeah, it was. I probably was still under the radar a little bit on campus because I didn't stay on campus or anything. So I was like in and out. I was
Uh,
working, and yeah, I wasn't really interested in a lot of the stuff that was on
I know
campus.
campus life can be it can get a
Mhm.
little wild
I
now.
was like, yeah, my mama stay down the street. I'm just gonna slide, like, and then
Right? Get that
I'm
off
not from
campus
Raleigh
money.
either, so it was a lot to take in. A new city, a new school. But going to Shaw, what really helped you embrace Shauna the singer? Like, what about Shaw helped you do that?
Man, I really feel like it was culture. You know, a lot of things I had never seen. You know what I'm saying? And I know people probably look at it or hear this and be like, nah, ain't no way. Like, but from where we're at, like if you go down to Robbins, North Carolina, like you'll see that like it's just not grow, it's not a growing place. So like the fact that it doesn't grow, there's nobody coming to live in those areas. So the people that are there, they're all connected, they all know each other. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those type vibes. But I feel like me coming to college was what it just I was able to see culture, and how people go about different things that are in the music, the lane that I'm trying to go in. Because when I came to school, of course, it wasn't my mind wasn't there. I was on a track scholarship, so that's just a backstory too. Like I ran track and cross country for sure. So after my second year, I kind of let it go. Money and things were getting cut from scholarships and things like that, and it was at a point where I just made a decision like, hey, I'm just about to go hard with the music. I'm gonna still stay in school, of course. I didn't want to drop out and all that good stuff. Shout out to Miles for keeping me motivated trying to do that because it was definitely a time. But I'd say it's mainly the people and the culture. I was really able to see a whole lot more. I went out a lot more back where we're from. Like you not really going out, you know what I'm saying? Not to no open mic events, not to any showcases. There's nobody really doing photography and all these videography. Like I wasn't hitting that down there at all. And granted, I'm not saying that we don't have talented people. We got a lot of talented people, and a lot of talented individuals, but at the end of the day, we're just not a growing spot. So I had to come somewhere where it's already grown, and it's continuing to grow so that I can continue to grow. And now, kind of where I'm at now, I feel like it was a lot built off of school. A lot of it came from college. If I would have never made the connections that I made and, been out and about, always being seen, always pushing my brand, always saying my name, like, I feel like that's what got me here. So school was a big piece in this career, a big piece.
I definitely feel like we have a similar story and a similar background because I'm also from a small town, and we're like not far from Atlanta, not far from Birmingham. So the culture
Okay.
definitely passed through our city, and left a heavy impact on the things that we were doing, things that we were
Okay.
listening to, what we were wearing. Like I put I put hands down on my city, we are
Facts.
probably the smallest country city that's gonna put that shit on. You're gonna think
And
we at the
what's
beach.
the name of the city? I didn't hear you
So I'm
say
from
it.
Gaston. It's in Alabama. So I'm not even from the
Okay.
Carolinas. So I'm from
Okay.
Gaston,
Okay. I never knew
Alabama.
that, so I'm glad I was able to, connect the
Yeah,
two on
yeah.
that.
I'm not a Carolina girl. I'm actually a Bronx and Alabama native. So my mama from the
Ah.
Bronx, my dad's from Alabama. So that's why I don't have that country twang. I don't sound like I'm about to, rob you on
Yeah.
the corner of 125th Street or something in New York either. I'm kind of like in the middle, which is why like the Carolinas definitely like work out for me, and I feel really at home here, and just really was able to get a piece of that city life, and then also have that country living as well. Because you can kind of pick and choose here in the Carolinas, like what it is that you want to do or how you want to live and things like that. But I definitely was, by moving a lot and then by being in a small town majority of my life, and then
Mhm.
coming here to Raleigh, I was like, okay, I know how to play the field a little bit. I know how to play the game. Like you put that shit on every day.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
You make
yeah.
sure that you have your stuff together, but also you kind of branch out and connect and network and see what the city life is really about and see what everybody else is doing. And Shaw definitely
Yeah.
did that for me as well. One thing that I used to love doing was being on campus and just people watching.
It's the vibe. Yeah.
Like the vibe of people watching and just talking to people about what they have going on and seeing how people operate once you're like in class with them and then you leave class and how they are. It was just very, very inspiring and like intriguing, especially for upperclassmen when I was coming in.
Yeah.
Because like, yo, I
Facts.
want to, I
Good
want
to
to be
see.
like that. I want to be, behind the cameras and so on and so forth. So that's why when I did see you, I think you and Corey, when I did see y'all on campus, was recording something. I don't know what it
Yeah, he
was.
had camera. He was doing camera
Mhm.
back then. You know what I'm saying?
And so
That's how
that's
we
what
met.
it. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, I want to do that. And so after that, I end up meeting my people, being Quan, Jack, the St. Aug family. Shout out to them because I'm apparently adopted by St. Aug in the Newps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Just
You
go,
can have both.
I'm adopted. They did because when they let go of our radio program at Shaw, these guys came and scooped me up and helped me continue that because I don't know which way I would have went had I not had the opportunity. But I definitely want to understand where you come from in your music. You've been doing a lot of different sounds. Your lyrics have got a little bit deeper, as I can see, and you have a song out right now which is felt like. So I want to kind of understand like what has. Oh, you got the shirt on. Okay, I love
Yeah,
it. I
man. We
love it
gotta promote the brand at all times, like
at all times. That's a
all
fact.
times.
That's the fact. So we're gonna get into that. But before we get into the song and everything, we're gonna go into TikTok a little bit. We're gonna go into what these people talking
Let's see
about
what they
because
got going on.
it is holiday season. It is, cuffing season, the couple season, fly me out and all that good stuff. It's that time. If you
Fly me
ain't got
out.
one now, you ain't gonna have one until maybe springtime because it's over for you. Okay, it's
Right.
over. But in that we have show she has flag. So because we gotta start breaking these chains and these stigmas and what's going on. We gotta figure out how not to be a red flag. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it.
And flags.
One really big red flag when dating early on is an inability to set a date, time, and place at least 48 hours prior to the date. If they can only set it last minute, it means that they don't value your time and that seeing you is really not a priority. This isn't something you're going to want to deal with in the long run.
Okay. Red flag, red flag, red flag. Not setting the date, time, and place within at least 48 hours. How you feeling?
I don't think I can't agree with it only because, but I don't knock it, right? Because some people may feel like that if you're not that on me, like, hey, we're meeting here this time, this place, be there type deal, that it's not
Mhm.
significant. But I feel like anything that is taken any slight of time for, like you gotta mean something. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody takes any minute of time, you mean something to them. So I wouldn't consider it a red flag, because maybe you're spontaneous and you like, oh, hey, meet me here this time, and it's the same day, 2-3 hours before, and you gotta kind of like prep yourself. Yeah, it's a faster like turnaround, like, oh, what do I wear? What do I do? What, all of that good stuff. But I feel like the red flag maybe in her case was only for the preparation. Every
Mhm.
woman is prepping, you know what I'm saying? Men do it too. Like you're prepping before you go and meet whoever you're meeting, and before you go on your dates and things like that. So I just feel like, to me, I'm spontaneous. I'll do something random, for mine. I'll do something random. It doesn't have to be for me. Hey, let me know this date, this time, this place, and what to wear, because sometimes you can't set it up like that, and
Right.
not every partner or person likes, things like that, because maybe it gets them too nervous. I don't know. Like, I just feel like it could be either way. I can see both sides though.
Okay. So let me ask you this, like, because it sounds like you're going kind of based off if you already know who you taking out. Now, if this is brand new.
Ah,
This is brand new. You just pulled up, like, yo, what's up? What's your
see, that's
number?
a whole nother. That's a
You know
whole
what I'm saying?
nother.
Like, how
I
you
ain't get that.
moving? How you moving right after that? Like, yo, I want your number. Like, what's good? I think you look good. Blah blah blah. All this other stuff. And then what?
Yeah. So if nothing comes after that, then you're right. You're right. I can't.
Okay.
I was thinking, see if this was somebody you're already seasoned with, or maybe it's been a couple months in, and they just not setting up dates as you'd like. Like I wouldn't
No,
say
it ain't
really
no
turn.
season. It ain't no season. No salt. No season.
Okay. Yeah.
None of that.
You're
None of
right.
that.
I gotta
Okay.
give it that. I gotta agree.
All right. So I'm gonna go with that's a red flag as well, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because
Yeah. Let me know. Let me
because
know.
at first I probably would have been like, no, this is not a red flag. But I did have somebody ask me out, right? Well, no, they asked me for my number. And I'm like, okay, you can have my number. And their
Right.
immediate response, like their immediate thing to say was like, yeah, I just want to take you out to dinner. I want to show you something nice. I want to do this. I want to do that, blah, blah, blah. Spitting game.
Making it sound so good.
Making it sound good. Okay. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like I was actually moving around and it wasn't like at a stationary place. I was heading out. So let's like make this quick. You have my number. You haven't set a date, but you asked me to come see you.
Yeah. Now that's
I don't
see.
know you. I
Went
don't
backwards.
know you. Like that's crazy to me. Like I don't know you, and you ask for my number. You mentioned taking me out to dinner, and then the first thing that you say to initiate some type of contact after that first meeting was you should come see me. Where? What's the address? Like what's the restaurant? Like
Yeah, where's the public meetup spot?
where's the public meetup spots? And then you was out of the city at that. Like you like, oh, I'm in
Yeah.
Winston-Salem. You should come see me.
Oh wow.
Sir.
So gas and
Sir.
time and money.
And so now you see why people be like, if you're not giving me gas money, if you're not doing this, if you're not doing that, because you skipped the whole thing. You skipped the entire step
Yeah.
of but you knew how to start. You knew what to say to get the number, but
Yeah.
you didn't finish. What
The
is
follow
it?
through was
The
not.
follow through. Okay, thank you. I'm like, you definitely missed the follow through. So I'm like, all right, I agree with her. Red flag. So we're gonna go to another one.
Okay.
We're gonna see what this person says about red flags. Let's go.
If she don't cook, it's a red flag. If he got one kid, but you got three, if they are impatient sometimes, red flag. If they don't practice conflict resolution skills, red flag all day. But it's not a red flag if a nigga drank out a straw. That's not gay. He probably was just thirsty. It's not a red flag if she wear lashes so thick it make it look like her face could fly away. Now, it's probably heavy on her eyelids. She probably gets sleepy easily, but it's not a red flag. You could be married right now, happy, but you up there trying to see fake red flags. You just painting the flags red yourself, like your name Van Gogh. Then blaming the dating pool. Don't blame the dating pool for your immature standards. It's your fault. That's your pee in the pool. We gotta rethink these red flags. And don't think you settling just cause you rethinking your red flags. You just maturing and you realizing what's actually important.
Okay.
So he was speaking.
You're gonna get some
Yeah,
snaps.
like
You're gonna get some
he
snaps
was.
in for that one, okay? So I 100% agree with him
I 100% agree. Like
on a
I
lot
can.
of things, especially the straw. Because let me tell you what's getting on my nerves.
He said, "Don't think your man is gay just because he." I mean, why does it matter?
Because of Santana and the hookah. That's why.
See, I ain't see none of that. See, that's the wave I be staying. Staying.
It's really nothing. It's just like if you see a guy smoking a hookah,
Uh, so
it's such.
people just correlated, put the same.
And I think they say, well, he real. What is it? He real sassy. These boys out here real sassy. This and that. All that. Like that's a thing now.
Man,
For I guess I don't want to say it because it's going to age me a little bit. But for the younger generation,
hey, you gotta speak on it because this is new out here. I'm
it's
still trying to adapt to everything that be going on.
it's definitely something different. And I'm kind of like everything is not a red flag, but what is red flags if you don't know how to communicate.
Yeah,
If
for
you don't
sure.
know how to balance your time, balance your life, if you don't know how to express yourself, be a little bit vulnerable. I mean, having your space and being private to yourself is really important. But I definitely wanted to get into this, especially his, because that's a part of breaking these generational, stigmas and these bad
Yeah,
habits and trying to embrace your healing. Because a lot of what he said is things that you have to work on yourself to help, evolve. So like what are some things for you that you have like really had to like put a real stop to and work on for yourself and kind of evolve?
I'd say my first one is big. It's time management. I have a thing with it, man. I don't know where it stems from. I won't say it stems from nobody. I'll say it's me, because I'm a big person on accountability, making sure that I take myself, you know what I'm saying, and overlook it and be like, yo, that was on you. Like you can't blame nobody else, even though we'll oftentimes in our brain, man, it was because of so and so, or it was because of that went down, and that's why. Or nah, I don't try to make excuses anymore. So I just stop with that. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to something that I'm building on or I'm working on, time is one of those things. Like I'm just trying to be on time for everything when it comes to work, when it comes to this music. As you see today, we had technical difficulties, but it's like, yo, you gotta fill that out yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah.
But again, I go to work, I work overnight, I have a real job. Like I gotta do this shit every day. Don't Granted, everybody does. I ain't knocking it. If you don't, you got to that point where you're actually able to be safe and free and enjoy it. I applaud that because that's where I'm trying to go. But I know my time can stop it. You know what I'm saying? It could put a halt on that for real. So I've really been digging deep, when it comes to work, even just early. Like just be
Yeah.
early. Even if you just sitting there looking, you're early. So it feels better. I've noticed I feel better. I don't feel so rushed. I don't feel like I'm missing. So like, damn, what I was supposed to have this. I don't even have that. I don't even have what I need for work. So it's
Yeah.
been plenty of times like that. So time, I'd say communication would be my next. I've built that heavy, communication for other people in my life. I've noticed it's harder for them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know it was a point where I had a hard time with communicating, and I really had to, dig deep and ask myself, like, if this was you, would you want them to communicate that with you, or would you want them to just hold it in and keep it to themselves, or have secret animosity or secret tension built up for nothing? So I had to learn to open my mouth, like learn to speak, and it's
Yeah.
how you speak, it's your tone, it's your diction, it's how you pronounce stuff, it's your hand. Like I try not to even do too much of that because it will have people thinking maybe you're coming aggressive. Like some people think, I stand like this sometimes just to be standing, but some people take that as like, yo, you aggressive. What's going on? Like, what type
Right.
time you on? But really, this me posted up chilling. Like, I'm not doing anything,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I really think for me, those are the two that I've been really, get better. You know what I'm saying? And continue to get better. My communication's way farther along than my time management. So that one for me, I would say is A1. That's the number one.
Yeah. Do you think that your language as well has something to do with your communication? As far as the certain words you use and what you call somebody, and like even if they're strangers and stuff like that. Like how you have the little pet names, especially like ladies, like we're like, hey love, hey boo, hey sweetheart,
Uh,
all that stuff like that. Do you think being like conscious of using that type of language towards just people in general helps with communication and helps spread like more positive interactions.
I feel like it does. I feel like I guess it shows more of like bubbly, vibrant. Like I'm not coming in any, rude or tense way. Like everything's bubbly. So I guess calling someone, hey love, hey, whatever, it can make them feel a lot more comfortable. So yeah, I'd say that. I
Mhm.
personally don't, use those, but I don't say that it's a bad thing. I feel like for me, it's really tone. I'm a person
Mhm.
who has a real strong tone when it comes off sometimes. So I could be dysregular. It's not like oh, you're mad now. This is the tone for mad, and this is the tone for. I normally keep it medium. It was a time where I would get out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? But there's
Yeah.
there's levels to it now. So it's like everything is in the same tone. If we're going back and forth about something, you're not hearing me argue. You may be arguing if you're yelling. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a person to yell, so I have to keep that tone real neutral because normally it brings the person who's trying to yell back at you. They kind of
Mhm.
calm down. It's like, damn, you're talking to me so smooth and calm, and why am I yelling? You're the only one yelling. So I don't know. I just feel like for me, that's been something I've really had to work on. I can't say that I've been really good at it all my life, but I've past 10 years, man, communication for me is A1.
Yeah.
A1. So
What
people in my life, they have to kind of be on that.
yeah, what in the business have made you really work on your communication? Because we be out here, we be handling our business, but that doesn't mean we really know how to handle something or speak to somebody, especially when we're getting no's and oh, you got to change this, you got to do it this way. Like, is there a certain time that you remember that stuck out? Like, oh, I might have not communicated that the right way, and that was business.
Man, I don't feel like I have. And that's being completely honest because I've had a lot of times where I was still young and immature but I still feel like communication was I just knew I was always taught not to come rude to anybody. If I don't want it done to me, I would never do it to you. Right?
Yeah,
Granted, we've all done some things, but my mom really that was one thing that she taught. Like, don't do things that you don't want to happen to you. So I feel like I
absolutely.
just come at everything in a nice standpoint. I don't feel like I ever, come off crazy like, yo, ever. So if anybody can pull that out for me, by all means. I've never seen that for myself. Like I just try to
Okay.
treat people with respect because I really want it back. I don't look over my back every day for that reason because I want to be feeling secure and I know myself. So yeah, has there been times where I felt like I wanted to pop it? Yeah, yeah, plenty of times. But in
Okay.
business, like I'll send the homie over there. Hey yo, like go, you know what I'm saying? Go holler at him because obviously, what we're supposed to be here for is not getting done. And that's the
Yeah.
only time I really have a problem, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the business and music, because people like to play with you. They feel like if I can pull you over here, I can pull you farther over there. And it's like for me, I don't like to be played with. So when it comes, because I'm not gonna do that to you. So I'd rather send one of my teammates over there, hey, just go holler at him real, you know what I'm saying? Respectful, like if I know that I'm at a level where I'm gonna take it there. I'll
Right.
let somebody else go speak because I don't need to look like that as an artist. Even the team done told me like, yo, it's certain shit you can't say, certain things you don't need to move like that. Like I'll handle it.
Mhm.
I'll go over there. You know what I'm saying? Which is
Yeah.
that's great when you have a team who's willing and eager to go handle something for you because we're here for something. So,
Okay.
I feel like for me, it hasn't happened. And I don't plan for it to happen. I don't plan to disrespect nobody. As long as you respect me, that's it.
Yeah. You got on CP time a little bit, so you said time management is like a real thing for you.
Yeah.
For us, our culture, we call it CP time or CPT, color people time. We always gonna be late. We always gonna be, I'm right around the corner, I'm coming, like, that
That
type of stuff.
stigma.
That's a bad stigma. But is it a real thing? If you have to actually weigh out the options, I'm right along with you with that because I have been working on my time management and I've learned that it's actually a trigger for me. Like
Mm,
seriously, like
that's what I was about to
I
say. Because even when we were trying to do this, yo, I'm getting
oh yeah,
agitated.
you're freaking.
Like, yo, I'm doing all I can. Like, what you know what I'm saying? Low key getting mad on computer. And as I notice me getting upset, I'm messing up even more. I'm typing in the wrong thing. I'm clicking the wrong stuff because I'm bringing myself to that level and I shouldn't be
Right.
there.
That's very true. It's it makes your day worse. And I think this is something that we need to learn as evolving entrepreneurs, evolving business owners, evolving, just professionals in general, especially for our age range and younger, that your time is the most valuable thing that we have. And sometimes we try to split our time up so much because we're trying to please everybody. You want to do everything. You want to be around everybody. You want to make sure you show up for everybody. But it starts to trickle down to a point where when your time, when you never have time, you have to really focus on why you don't have time. Like what is really keeping you from being as productive with your time management as you need. And it goes back to what you're doing at home, what your habits are, how long you was sitting around waiting. Like you said, you could go wait in the parking lot and be early versus waiting at the house, you know, like what do you really want? How do you want to look to other people? Like what's important? Like if you're walking in at 10 till versus you walking in right on the dot, you walking in at 15 minutes till instead of right on the dot. I had a girl actually interview for my job today and she came in 6 minutes after. My manager was like, yeah, she was late.
One of them things.
Like, she was like, yeah, she was late. And I was like, well, what time did she get here? She's like 3:06. And I'm like, you can't, when you
even 6 minutes before, they can accept that. But you're talking
absolutely
6 minutes after. We were supposed to start, like you said, today. Man.
Yeah. And sometimes, and you have to, one thing I learned about it is that you have to give yourself grace as well when you do mess up or you do fall back into your bad habits or your backslides. Like you have to give yourself grace and be able to calm yourself down in that moment. Recognize I could have did this different. I could have, scheduled this a little earlier. I could have just took this completely off of my, my appointments. Like I didn't have to go there or whatever it may be. Then that way, once you start making those tiny adjustments, and then that's when you're able to start being like, okay, I'm showing up early. I already have my clothes laid out. Like I've started living my life as if like when your parents get you up for school and they're like, lay your clothes out before you go. Like that's a real thing throughout your adult life. Like you get busier and busier and busier. If you like putting on clothes and looking presentable, let me put it like that. Because everybody don't care. But for those who do care and want to be on time, and you care about how you look, because you'll have people that's on time, but they be looking crazy. It's like,
it's gotta be.
You have to have a balance in that. You definitely have to have a balance in that. And so, like, when you're preparing for your shows and you're preparing to go, to go perform or just, show up and support or whatever, like, what's one of the main things for you to? How do you get you and your team to be on that same time span, that same time limit?
Man, I mean, as far as me individually, without the team, you know what I'm saying? I know. I think I was breaking up just now.
Yeah, I heard you. I can hear you now.
Yeah, so for me, I just feel like it's more of the main piece of getting ready is what you're wearing always as an artist. Well, I won't say always, but that's just one of the big pieces for me. Like, what am I putting on tonight, or tomorrow? Like, but I'm not one of those people. I can't say that I had it the day before. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff be on the fly, day of, which is not, you know what I'm saying? That's not what you want. You want to make sure that you're being as on top of it as you can. I, again, like that's something I'm still pressing on because there's days where it's like, all right, I know my music and everything's good. All that's been sent in, all the background information they may need, but then I still haven't gotten ready. My hair's not done. I haven't, what's happening? Like, but it's been so many times like that to where, like you say, you can't really beat yourself up because things may have played out where the financial area wasn't there for you to do that. So you did all you could to get what you could get. So now you just got to be thankful that I made it to the show. I look presentable. My hair looks, if it didn't look presentable, you throw a hat on that joint or a beanie or something, throw some glasses on to throw off the, the hair part. Like you just I've learned that it's not even about having everything. Like, I don't know why I always used to think I had to have it all, to really be the best artist that I could be. And that's not true. But like you said, it's these stigmas, these stereotypical things that everybody looks for. Oh, she dripped out. Oh, what she got on? What's the shoes look like? Amiri, oh, word, Gucci shirt, oh, woo. I'm not that person. You know what I'm saying? Never have been. Granted, do I like those things? I love them, right? But I'm not a person to be like, I gotta have it, or I'm not an artist. I'm not me. I'm not Nah, like you said earlier, you put that stuff on. You don't, whatever you wear, wherever you bought it from, it doesn't matter. That should be
Yeah.
thrown out the window. It's about you feeling. You have to feel yourself in what you got on. If you don't feel it and you ain't confident, then yeah, you look a hot mess. You know what I'm saying? But I promise everything I put on, I'm confident. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't nobody mess me up. Like, oh, that don't even look right. Okay, bro. Like, does that hurt me? No. Like back in the day, yes, I'd be feeling some type of way. Like, bro, I don't care. Like, you ain't buy it. You feel me? I ain't gonna go that far with nobody. I'm just gonna wear what I wear. You don't like it, you're not wearing it. So we don't have to even talk about that. But like you said, it's just where we're at. It's where we're at. It's the generations. It's how things go. It's the continuous cycle of the same stuff. And everybody thinks if I don't have that, then I'm not there. And I was there, but yeah, I can't. I just got to focus on what the main goal is, and that's just to be financially free. You want to be safe.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I want to feel good. I want to send moms on a trip for weed if I want to. Pay
If you
her whole
want
car, buy her a new. You know, you want to do what you want to do. It's not for me. It's not a thing of wearing whatever for myself. I got other people I'm trying to put in a certain position. So yeah, the music speaks for itself. That's why I let it roll. I don't no
Right.
longer think about my teams like, yo, don't think so hard on putting something out. Put it out, Shauna. You got all this music. Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what season I'm in right now.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Now, how I know we talked a little bit and just talking about moving courses, you know, and focusing up on what your life is, what you intentionally want your life to look like, and how to create that for yourself. How do you go about creating your desired life, your desired outcomes?
Facts. So I'd say first, like I got that exact saying, creating the life that you want from a podcast. So I don't want to take on that because I didn't make that up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Whoever, maybe he didn't create it, maybe somebody else, but this guy named Rob Dow, for like 9 months straight, I've been listening to the same podcast. Granted, I fell off a few times, but it's called The Mindset Mentor, and he really just talks about a lot of just your brain, you know, and how we can really psych ourselves out from a lot of things. We can overwhelm ourselves, all these different things. But he always stresses at the end of the show, the only way to get to this is every day get up and put in some action and create the life that you want. That sticks with me every single day. So every day that I get up, it starts from the get up. It starts from the alarm. I used to be a person, hit that alarm every time, snooze, snooze. I'm going right back to sleep. And it's like, bro, get up. You know what I'm saying? You had a time set for a reason. So if you're snoozing it, you're not ready already. You've already started the day off wrong. And that's where I've tried to change. That's that one set thing that I've worked on for the past 4 months, and I've gotten so much. I'm up like some days it's 5 a.m. I'm like, yo, what am I supposed to be? You know, I'll read, I'll get into my podcast, I'll do my push-ups for the morning, am I working out, I'll go run, you know, and then I'll promote something for the brand, and I'll get off of that and hop on something. Like, so it's like now I have more of a schedule. So that's what I'll say I put in. I put in
creating your schedule. Do you think from growing up, when we have people telling us what to do so much, like, you know, we're fresh out of the, you know, the era of the 20s, and when you're in the 20s, you're fresh out of the era of teenage life, you know, adolescent life, when you constantly have somebody saying, get up, you got to go to school, you got to go to work, you got to go do this, you got to go pick up this, you got to go to the grocery store for me, we got to do all this stuff for people that wasn't necessarily for us, you know, at that age. And then when we get into our adulthood, we get into a point where we have to now be our own parent. Let's just talk about that. But we have to be our own parent, and we have to actually be accountable for us making it on time, us getting up, us creating a schedule. And once again, I'm right there with you, because I feel better when I have a bunch of things to do than when I don't have anything to do, and I just start figuring it out, and I just start getting into my head, and I start psyching myself out like, oh my God, I'm supposed to be doing this, but I don't really feel like it because this morning this ain't go like this and X, Y, and Z. But now, like for me, I have multiple jobs on top of what I'm doing now. When I say 2 years ago, I was strictly working on my career without any other jobs, I had got out of school. I wasn't used to not having so much to do. And once I fell into that not having so much to do, I didn't know how to create me a daily schedule, a daily routine, and like really what that looked like, and trying to understand that. Now I have days when I get up at 5, 6 in the morning and I'm hitting the gym. Like, who is this? Like, who is like
It make you be like, yo, the small wins. I'm
a
proud of
small
myself.
wins. Like some of my best, I'm not gonna lie, some of my best days have been hitting the gym at 6 a.m., getting to work by 9 a.m., going to my second job by 5 p.m., coming home and then getting everything, all this other stuff together that I need to do. And I'm talking about I'm walking around the job like, yo, like can't nothing stop me.
Feeling
Like
good,
I feel
big dog.
like big dog around here, I feel invincible because it's like,
I love it.
man, I'm blowing my mind doing these things that I thought I had to have somebody tell me to do, or that I didn't think I would feel this good,
Yeah.
getting up in the morning. And when you look good, you feel good. When you move
Yeah.
your body, you feel good. When you on time, you feel good. When you don't have nothing coming against you because you did it, I think that's when you feel the best. And I feel like you feel the worst when you feel like you dropped the ball.
There
You know
go.
what I'm saying? For yourself. Like you said, I hit that snooze button. Like that's you dropping the ball, hitting
Already.
that snooze button already.
From the
But we're
top of
being
the day.
defiant. We're being defiant to those people for so long. Cause I'm not gonna hold you. Like I've told myself, not anymore, but growing up, I've told myself like, oh, I just graduated high school. My mom ain't gotta come tell me to get up and go to school. Oh, I'm asleep. Like, like that's how it started, because it's like you kind of want to just relax. Like you feel like you always have people on your back.
Yeah.
And then you get into that comfortable space. Like now you don't have anybody on your back, and now you just constantly letting yourself down, constantly not doing, what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And how are you supposed to, like, what would you tell somebody that's trying to create their life and have all these desires and ambitions, but they're dropping the ball, it's, on the small things, like not setting their alarm or not getting up when the alarm tells them to?
Right. I'd say a planner, man. Like that's where I started the planner and the podcast. To really see, and I don't just listen to I'm taking notes. Like I brought myself to that. Like, yo, take notes about what you're hearing, so that when you're feeling those ways, or I'm getting in my head, I can go back and, yo, the episode right there was just telling me, like, I'm overwhelming myself by putting all this in my brain. You can't have a list of, and I had to learn this, I can't have a list of 20 things to do in one day. That's just, I don't care who you are, you could be Superman or whatnot. 20 things, not even half of that shit's getting done half the time. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest, like, because it's a lot to do. And when you're in your mind about it, you're not really thinking like, I got to do this before I get to that. Then got to do that to get on that. And it's like, it's overwhelming. So at this point, I'm like, you don't know, you're having anxiety because you really don't know what you need to be doing. But you got a whole list in front of you. But it's not even about a whole list. Sometimes it's just about pinpointing those certain things that for this day. Yo, this has to get done today. If it does not get done today, hold yourself accountable. When I know I have something due today, I was on it last week. Old Shauna, I was on it the day of. Same way with college. Like, it would be days where I knew I got a test. That shit, 11:59. We all know 11:59 hits, and your test has to be turned in. I'll be 11:50. I'm still, you know what I'm saying? It's like time is everything. So I tell people right now, if you're just in that mode where you feel overwhelmed, or you feel like this is too much, or you're not getting a lot of things done, first, get you a planner. Second, find a podcast that really messes with your brain, like, because you need something to really do this. So you're not thinking so much. Like, it can pull you out of your head, and that's what the podcast does for me. It pulls me out of my brain. And then thirdly, I just say, like, I don't know, like, I pray, but at the same time, I'm not a heavy, like, hey, spiritual, like getting into nobody and what you should believe in and all of that good stuff. But I'd say a little words of affirmation, something to yourself to get you going. You know what I'm saying? Action is everything. So if you're putting in action every day, there's no way you won't win. I tell myself that every day. I cannot not win. I don't care who's 10 years ahead, who's already made it, who's over here. Like, I am the one. And you have to know that it's you, it's in you. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be in you, not just on you. And I feel like a lot of people, like I said, with that whole stereotypical, it's got to be outside. Everybody's so big on pleasing the outside appearance, but they inside is just not in them, So those three things.
Go run back through one more time so they can know.
So I'd say your journal or a planner, either one works. a
Gotcha.
podcast that you're really into that will really pick your brain. I mean, keep you out of it. And then at the same time, some type of prayer or words of affirmation that just gives you that, hey, man, I'm not the only one. Like, I can make this. I can do this. If I continue to do this, I'll get there.
Yes.
That's my formula.
I love that. I love that. That goes into really like speaking life into yourself, and speaking things over your life. And like you said, you have to go with the action, but you have to talk that talk too. Like you
All the
have
time.
to say these things. You have to say, I'm on time today. I'm on, even if you late that day, you on time, because eventually you keep saying, I'm on time today, I'm on time today, I'm on time today. You're going to get to the point where you're not going to lie. You don't want to lie to yourself,
Yeah.
and those actions are going to start to follow up with the things that you are actually speaking, because sometimes that's all you have is your word.
Yeah. You're right. Word is bond.
Your word is bond. Like that's the
Yeah.
only thing that you do have. And for me, what worked for me, I actually, all the things that you said, I went into that as well, because I let go of control. And I said that for months. I was like, I am releasing control. This first episode, set up how it is a result of me releasing control, because
Gotcha.
I would put myself into this box, and I would be this, try to be this perfectionist and get things done and look a certain type of way, because you ain't gonna talk about me, okay? Yeah, when you see me, you gonna see that I got all my ducks in a row and all that stuff like that. But I had to realize that
Sometimes people need to see us like that. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I say I'm so like, I try to stay so organic, because people need to see the lows and the highs. Y'all not about to just see me all this lavish. I got this, I'm doing this.
Right.
I talk about my lows though, because I know where I came from, you know what I'm saying, and how this is gonna go. Because I'll tell this later on and it'll be a whole different story. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So keep
Like,
going, Shawnee.
I didn't see her doing that. Like what, but it does happen. It does happen. And I will, thank you. I'm gonna keep going, keep letting go of control. Cause I mean, me and Quan was just talking like, where did this platform come from? Like
it was already here. You had that already.
But in my mind, I had to be in a studio. In my mind, I had to have
speaking.
Oh, it's happening. Okay. It's happening.
Speaking, yo.
But in my mind, I had to do those things. I had to make it look a certain way, because there wasn't a lot of people that I was looking up to that was being as authentic and showing the downside of what it means to establish yourself as a professional. All you see is they got it. All you see is the money. All you see is the books coming out. All you see is the music coming out. This is all you see, but you're not seeing when and why these people are just disappearing for months, and when they're taking time to themselves, and why they're taking time to themselves. And so I'm back from taking time to myself. You're, you know what I'm saying? You definitely putting out that music that you've been holding on to. Like, you obviously had to take that time to yourself, listen to some people, listen to yourself, get some things in order to come back and be like, I'm ready. Because I did just see that you was at Shaw and you did an interview.
Yeah.
So you have to watch. You have to watch yourself. Like, oh, okay. Oh, they still moving. They're still outside. So I appreciate seeing that from you, and you hitting me up and being like, all right, let's do this. Like,
let's lock in.
Let's lock in. Like, it's time to go. And I don't even know what I posted, to be honest. I wasn't even thinking. I just want to let you know this. I wasn't even thinking about doing interviews with people yet. I wasn't going to do it till next.
I asked you that. I said, hey, like, checked in on you, and then just asked, is this a lane you're still in right now? You know what I'm saying?
You should have seen me just in general.
Like, because you kind of go back to the people that you knew. Like, I'm in that season right now with a lot of interviews. I want to talk. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I got a lot to talk about and discuss besides music. So I really, that's why when I reached out, it was more on a genuine tip. Like, yo, if you're doing this, I don't care what I need to, what do I need? Do I need to give you for this service? Because I seen something in you, whether right now you were in that headspace or not, I see it. So I'm like, let me reach out to I know who I've met within the time of being in Raleigh, like years wise, you know what I'm saying? Like, so things just come back around. They cycle back around. what I'm saying? I've been supposed to work with Q again, but like I know timing is everything, you know. And for me, I'm one of the people, like, I'm still trying to get that time
Well, I'm
together.
gonna tell you this: all three of us is bad with timing, and I know he listening.
Hey, but it's one thing to act like it ain't you, but it's also another thing to acknowledge that I take, you know what I'm saying, I take full ownership. That's why I don't really want to feel bad for something that I'm working on. When you're working on it, you can't really feel too bad and bum yourself too,
Say
you
that
know
for
what
the
I'm saying?
people in the back. Let me call my friends real quick. Because
Call
they be on me. They be on my butt. They be like, you're always late. You're always late. First of all, it's a trigger for me. I'm working on that. I don't need you to tell me that every time. But I be having stuff. I do be having stuff to do. I don't just be only time I sit in my car and not move is when I'm getting off from my whole day, getting off of work, and I'm just sitting out there like decompressing. But I do be having stuff to do, and I am learning how to put things in order and value it and know when to show up and know when I can't show up, know when not to say, yeah, I'll be there, when I know that I'm already crunching things into one day. I only got one off day. There's no way that I can go get my nails done, come get my hair done, come support you at your event, make sure I go make sure I go get my oil change. My mama want to
you
have
speaking so many facts. I just wish people would really be real with themselves. Like,
there's no way that I
we
can do it.
all have people have vehicles. You have to really service them. You have to really go put gas in them. You have to really, there's things that really have to get done. It's not
I'm
not
at the
even a
gas
game.
station. I'm at the gas station. I'm coming. I'm at the gas station. Like that be like
Yo,
the last leaving out the house, getting in the car, be like, dang it. But
no
that's me
cap.
learning that before I've learned before I get to my house when I'm getting off work, and sometimes I don't like getting out at gas stations late at night by myself.
Trust me, I know.
So that's why I don't do it. But it bites me in the butt every
The next
time
morning.
because I have to turn around and get up, and now I'm going along with my regular routine, and then I'm like, dang, it's gonna take me an extra 5 to 7 minutes to go get gas, and I need that 5 to 7 minutes so I can be where I need to be. But
Yeah.
it just don't work out like that. So I'm learning, like, okay, instead of if you got to take a break at work just to go get some gas, then you got to take a break at work. So now you're not out there at nighttime by yourself, and you don't have to worry about it in the morning time because.
There you go, Shawnee. Yeah, we working out ways around here. You hear me? Felt like we was just broke, but we ain't broke no more, man.
Oh, speaking of, okay, because I resonate with the song really well. I told you I'm working about 3, 4, 5 jobs out here right now.
Okay.
So in the song, you definitely talk about what you used to feel like and how all those things impacted how you were moving, impacted those around you, and how they were looking at you, and how, the things that they had to say, and all that. So let's get into Felt Like a little bit. Let's get into the song.
Sure.
So, well, I want you to talk about it a little bit.
Okay. I didn't know if you was about to hit a button or something. Okay. So I mean, for just like an overall perspective of the song, like it was really, it was recorded 3 years ago. So first off, it's old. But in that moment, I knew exactly how I felt, and it was all true. You know what I'm saying? I had a real close homie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to speak on nothing. I ain't got to say no names, but they know. You know what I'm saying? So when it come down to people that I'm loyal to and I'm legit to you, and you go a different way with me, I can't rock with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you rock with, that we mutual rock with, I'll still separate myself. You know what I'm saying? Because it's levels to it. But anyway, felt like I was also, I didn't have a vehicle at the time too. I feel like I've told this story, but I didn't have a vehicle. So it was a lot of back and forth, like a lot of bus, walk, Uber, this, that. Keeping it a book. Like I done a whole lot.
We
you know what I'm
here.
saying? But I'm gonna always, and I tell my people around, like, bro, they be like, you always make a way though. Like you figure out a way, because I'm not a person to just stop right there. Dang, I ain't got no whip. I don't know how I'm getting to the show. What? Hey, making calls, Uber, Lyft, halfway, homie pick me up another way, pay him, whatever, like whatever it takes is where I was going with this song. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. And I've always felt low. I've been depressed. I've been, financially just low, like on a whole lot of different levels, but it's about your mind. And I had to learn to get my mind under control. And so felt like when I was recording it, like I was angry. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if people can hear that. You know what I'm saying? But I was real tight. And I had to, like, my engineer, like, damn, bro, like, you coming crazy on this joint. I'm like, yo, this is how I feel. And I got to get it out because I feel like they need to hear this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people don't play with me too long. And I feel like it's just long overdue. And that's why all of these projects that I put out, they kind of all make sense. If you really go listen, words and the beat choices and all these different selection of videos and how I created all of these things, like it shows you. And so like what it felt like I said, it was just one of those songs where I was super low, super angry. You know what I'm saying? I've channeled that anger into a whole nother like work ethic now. I'm not angry with this person anymore. At the end of the day, I don't rock with you. And that's cool. Some people are not meant to rock with each other, you know, but my career, I will not stop it for nothing or nobody, you know. So I'm just in that mind of like, yo, felt like yesterday I was just broke. And I really feel like people be trying to clone me, you know. And I said that because I've seen people replicate shit that I've done, you know, but to call them out would be pointless. You know what I'm saying? People don't admit shit.
We're gonna just keep talking about your song. We're gonna keep talking about your song here, okay?
Yo,
who
they
gave
don't
you
take
my journal?
accountability. They
Who
don't
gave
take
you my journal?
accountability. So
I feel
if
like
you-
you're reading a page out of my book. I feel like you're reading
I'm hitting that for you. Okay. But
Yeah.
the clone is a real thing because people will really take your whole formula and they'll make it into whatever they got going on and not even feel like I need to go back and give this person at least some credit for what they did or what they said or how they acted or whatever. Because I mean, it's nothing. I've looked up to people. I've given them credit. I've seen, like right now, this is credit. You know what I'm saying? I've seen you grow. Like it's an honor right now for me to be on here as your first guest. I feel special. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you getting back into what you love. And that was something else that adds to like my daily routines. I fill in with things that I love to do. I'm no longer just doing the work and coming home and maybe do music stuff and come home and I'm filling in my life with things that I love to do. So I love to run. A lot of people don't know that about me. I'm a runner. I ran track. Like I'm really fast. Like people be thinking that shit cap, but I'm really fast. I'll be on your ass. Like, but basically I was like, yo, this is something that I got to incorporate in my life and I got to put this out to the people. So it felt like when we were picking through all the songs I got from years and years ago, this one, you know what I'm saying? This one need to go right now. And we're not even done with it. Like, that's why I'm just reaching out to everybody that I've in the past that I've maybe worked with or not worked with yet. And I'm reaching out to you because I want to work with you right now. Let's go. What can we do? How can I get my spins to you? How can I get whatever payments or whatever? Like, what can we do? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I know my craft. I know it's good enough. So I don't got it. Nobody else has to believe in it. I believe in it. You know what I'm saying? And the people around me believe in it. So, you know, it felt like it was just one of them joints. I felt like it had to be right now. You know,
well,
it had to be.
I feel like we're about to get right into it. We're about to get right into that joint because honestly, the song I was listening to in the car, you know, that's where you get the best of it. And it's really, really important to listen to these lyrics and know your backstory on it. So let's go ahead and get into it. By Shauna, Felt Like. This is
shout out to my engineer too, man.
Shout out to the engineer back there in the background.
Man, his name 28, man. Shout out to him. He crazy with it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Those beats is crazy. The sound, the way you just, you know, kind of leveled it out. I know a little bit of songs, so I could hear how he laid the tracks for sure. So let's go ahead and get into it. My boy Quan holding it down back here in the studio.
Yeah,
this is Play It Sweet with Shani. We about to do just that. We're gonna play Felt Like It right here. You got it, Quan? I got it. Good, Shani, you can hear it?
Yeah.
Felt like yesterday I was just broke, yeah. Felt like yesterday kinda lost hope, yeah. Felt like it's the secret sauce they desire. Smoking this pressure keep me elevating higher. Feel like they would if they could be my clone. They talking down on me, you messy, they're grown. You wasn't fucking with me, well then that's your fault then. Can't wait for that two-tone protect, diamond super wet. Say what's
Let's see. It looks like we don't.
Say what's up to Quay.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's
little froze over here. A little freezy. Let's see what we doing. Right when we're trying to play the song.
The joint been trying to knock with us all night, man. They talking down on me, you messy, they're wrong. Go up a level, chill and celebrate. Down on the gas like I ain't, yeah. Yoga and meditate. Shawnee, we good? Is this joint still on? I think I. She want a real. I know we still live, y'all, man. We trying to get these technical difficulties together. You know how that go. You know how the devil be trying to work, man. He ain't trying to let us be great. That's how you know the song too fire. That joint cut the whole joint off it. Daggone. Muted the whole joint. Put down on the gas like I ain't gotta pray.
Back.
Look, I was over here like, is it okay? Like, I'm over here talking to the people.
Yo, I'm over here like, what? I'm on my phone. Like, okay, Shauna's still up here. Man, I'm over here looking at my phone. You can hear it in the background because I'm like, wait, she's still up here. Let me
Right.
let me see what's going on. But I had to kind of come all the way back. But it was still live. Like it still worked.
Yeah, and it's all good because you ain't got to cut none of this if you don't want to. I'm real organic. I like that shit.
I mean, I don't really care. Like,
Show exactly
it's way
how
more.
it goes. People need to understand that there's kinks and stuff. Things are gonna happen. Like, you just have to adjust, and that's what we're doing that right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I do want to get into this song. So let's try this one more time. Let's see. We might have had too much media up here for it or something.
That
So
joint 2-5, man. It's cutting the whole shit off.
let's see. We're gonna get right back into it. This is Felt Like by Shauna. Thank y'all for still tuning in, and we still going.
Say what's
By
up,
Young
the
Tidy,
he the
let's go.
stars and he the fame. Diamonds really hitting, busting on the cam. Shawty shake that thing, she gon' shake it for the gram. I ain't playing when I say supply demand. Keep that merch, got it on hand. Being a vendor today, but I don't want no water shit. You still drinking what you want, all that Bacardi, huh? You boys flexed out, stay on that fucking cap and shit. Remember starving, so shit real and ain't no acting here. Ain't no acting here. Running around, toe tagging, you so out of here. Private jet from here to Baghdad, a lot of exes, big mad, yeah. Felt like yesterday I was just broke, yeah. Felt like yesterday kinda lost hope, yeah. Felt like it's the secret sauce they desire. Smoking this pressure keep me elevating higher. Feel like they would if they could be my clone. They talking down on me, you messy, they're grown. You wasn't fucking with me, well then that's your fault then. Can't wait for that two-tone protect, diamond super wet. Go go up a level, shit, let's celebrate. But down on the gas like I ain't got a break. Please take 10, yo, go and meditate. Fans say I'm the GOAT, only choice gotta be great. Clear your mind, your soul is vital for real. Body so smooth, know it's heaven sent. She want a real nigga, yeah, that's evidence. Pop up on the scene, cool as a peppermint. When you broke, they don't treat you same. What I gotta do here to
No
stay?
doubt.
Acting confused on my name. These just thoughts, no pain. Wait till I hit the arena stage. I'm like, damn, you late. Future price go insane. Ay. Felt like yesterday I was just broke, yeah. Felt like yesterday kinda lost hope, yeah. Felt like it's the secret sauce they desire. Smoking this pressure keep me elevated high.
I love it. I love it. I
Man.
love it. I love it. What about? Oh, we want to come back. We want to come back.
It'll rewind itself back.
What about putting this song out right now and where you were when you recorded the song makes it so much better to release to the public?
Man, I'd say really the space that I am at in my life right now. You know what I'm saying? I won't say that it's magnificent. It's not where I want to be right now, but I feel that I'm getting closer.
Okay.
And I feel that I'm getting closer just within what I'm doing every day to create that life that I want.
Yeah.
Every day I'm doing it. So there's no way that this is not going to work. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. So that's really what I'm on. Like, just continuing to perfect what I'm already working on. Because at the end of the day, as long as you're working on it, again, that's all it takes is a little bit of work, a little bit of action. You know, my situation as far as my career path is a lot better. You know what I'm saying? That was one of my main, biggest pieces really is like the career for me, because I graduated college, you know what I'm saying? And you want to be in a space where it's like, all right, this degree not just going in vain, man. I'm not just at a job, like just a regular job, like if I'm gonna work and I gotta make this bread and I gotta put it into this music and put it in the regular life, then I need to do something that I'm actually giving a what about. So it's been a lot of jobs where I feel like I just wasted time and wasted my abilities and my skills and my talent. It was just wasted. But at the same time, I can't even really consider it that, because it's got me here. It's where we're at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing something totally different, technology field. I went in the field for medical shit. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they're stereotypical in that as well. So I think that was a lot of reason why jobs for me, I just wasn't landing them, even with all the interviews, etc. So putting this song out during this time right here, right now, I feel like I'm just a lot more free than I was. It's a lot of things have always been restricted. Like you said, a lot of stuff really stemmed from our childhood. Like it was always restricted there. So growing up, it kind of just, I had therapy and stuff like that. They tell you like, damn, it's kind of stemmed from that. You were a kid, did your mom let you, just pick up whatever you want? Like, nah, like put that down. We ain't got money for that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of times we ain't have money for nothing. Just certain things that I wanted per se. I won't say nothing because I was always had my needs. And that's what I didn't realize as a kid. Like, it's way more than just your wants. You got to have what you need. And when you come an adult, it's like, I need this. I got to have this. Like, or I'll be out on the street if I don't have a place to stay. So it's real simple, but these things I cherish now. You know what I'm saying? Because I done been without that place to stay too. You know what I'm saying? I know what all those things feel like. So even in this song, I was in a space. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to talk about the space. It was just a space where I was low, man. I was low and I was dealing with a whole lot. But it didn't stop me from putting out some great content that now is out. And it's hitting people crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are inboxing me with these messages of like, yo, like, I was just depressed for 6 months and I was going through all of this and I played this joint and like, I don't know. People could be capping to me. They could be telling me that it's helping and it's not helping. But I don't think
it's the truth. It's the truth.
I don't think I would send anybody that message that I didn't believe that helped me. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's the goal for me. That right there feels better than somebody, and I got 1 million streams. I don't care if it's 350 streams. I know that those, or 350 listeners, I know those people are really listening to me, and it's helping them. It's bringing them out of something. And I feel like not every track that I do is like real deep like this. This was one of them real deep ones, and it was an up-tempo beat, so maybe people might have missed the words. Like you said, you listen to words. So the beat is real up-tempo, get you vibing and stuff, but like, you need to know what I'm saying, because
I think it's the perfect match.
Yeah.
I think Yeah, I think it's the perfect, harmonizing of the beat and what you're saying to catch your attention immediately with the beat,
Okay.
and then because just with the piano at the beginning, like, oh, okay,
That joint go
it's,
crazy.
it's going crazy, and then the way
Yo.
you're coming in, and even if you miss the first, because you listen two different ways, which is why we have to play things over and over again, but if you listen to it and you're just listening to it the beat the first time, and then you come back and you hear the words and what you're saying, you're like, oh wow, like, because typically you gonna hear somebody crying or talking about healing or whatever, it's gonna be like real slow or real like mellow tempo or something like that, and because they want you to think and hear. But sometimes you gotta keep your vibes up while you're speaking your truth. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have your vibes up while you're speaking your truth, you could easily bring yourself back down into that space that you were in, and you're
Yeah.
not in that space anymore, but you're telling your story. So it's
Yeah.
it's a difference in it, and I think you kind of mesh both of those together. I do want to ask you right now, because we're going to switch over real quick the last few minutes of the show. What is your move right now? We're gonna pick a move. We're gonna actually collab on a playlist that we're gonna put on for people to hear. And I'm going to go ahead and kick it off and say felt like it's gonna be the first one that I'm gonna put on the playlist. That's gonna be my first one
That's
I'll put on
love.
there.
That's
We're gonna
love.
go back and forth. So what for right now, what we're talking about, what the mood is, what's some tracks that you're gonna add to a playlist?
Mm. Well, see, now if we're in the mood of felt like, that's different. But are you saying just an overall mood right
Overall
now?
mood. Yeah.
Okay, so right now I'm vibing. I'm in a good, real nice vibe, and we're on a dope interview podcast. You know what I'm saying? So play it sweet. Let's get it right. But I feel like some Summer Walker, some
Okay. Which one?
Brandy.
Ooh,
Uh, See now, Brandy, like I recently been on her heavy these past few months because like it was this one song, somebody like, yo, I want you to do this. And I was like, oh, I don't really rock with Brandy too much, but let me see what they talking about. I,
not the
I never
Bible.
really besides the show, I never really tapped into music for real. Like, what this girl really about? Yo, I played Full Moon. I had to call the people back like, yo, bro, I'm doing it. Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying? Because yo,
Absolutely.
she hit so many crazy and it put me in a vibe of like I was riding a car, just a long ride. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I
Right.
don't know where she was at with that, but I
Have you seen
felt
the video
along.
for that?
Yes, with the
And
car
she
and
was
the
in she
moon
was in the
lit up.
car. I was yeah.
And
She was
I
in the
didn't
car.
watch the video at first. I just went straight into the song. Like, let me play and see what she talking about. And then when I put
Yeah.
the video perspective, like it's gotta add up. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's why I be so big on visuals because they gotta add up to what you're saying. Like, don't make
Absolutely.
sense. People kind of look at it crazy. But
All right.
Brandy would
So
be one. So Full Moon.
full moon.
Um, so who did I say?
You said Summer
Mm.
Walker, but what Summer Walker?
Okay. Let me see. That's on her joint. Uh, God, I don't really know the names of her joints. I just know them.
I mean, you're a singer. You can sing them. That's
Yeah,
fine.
what's the joint she said about I press that fire for you. I
That's
three months
scissor.
on it again. Okay, what is the name
That's
of it?
scissor. That's scissor. That's
That's
not.
SZA. That's not someone. Oh Lord. Hey, look. So SZA, I like that. That's the one I'm liking.
That's
And so
that's one of my favorites.
yeah.
That song, I love songs that you can. That song's called Snooze.
Snooze. Okay.
Yes,
Snooze.
that's called Snooze. I love that song because you can talk, you can sing that song and talk to who you talking to, sing to who you singing to,
Yeah.
and it not have to be about romance. I cried to that song in the gym.
Wow. Yeah. I
Like
mean.
it was a moment. It was a moment. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it was me getting real personal with myself, being in the gym and talking to God at the same time.
Right.
And that I can't lose when I'm with you. You know, like when the way she laid it out like that, like I was like, dang God, I need you to help me lift these weights right now because it's getting real out here. Okay, it's getting real. Get a little older. I gotta keep the squats going. Like, come on,
Oh,
come
we.
on. I was putting myself through the ringer in that gym that day, and I'm not gonna lie, I had to release. But that was a moment of release for me, for real, for real. But that song, with all
Yeah.
seriousness, was a song that you can I like songs that you can, oh, this is about Bay, this is about this. But if
Yeah.
you're really listening to it, you know, because R&B is a form of gospel, regardless, and vice versa. So the
Hey,
artists that know how to actually put songs into a way where you can talk to him, talk to her, talk to it, talk to God, talk to your cat, talk to your dog, like whatever it is. Like you
Yeah.
can put somebody in that spot, in that place of that song without any of the other lyrics having to change is like super, super dope. So I'm gonna ride with you on that one. I'm gonna ride with you. So we got Full Moon by Brandy. We got Snooze by SZA.
I
All
say
right.
Chris Brown. He's one of my favorite artists anyway. So he
Which
got
one?
a new song out called Angel Numbers, 10 Toes. It's the first song off the new album.
First song out the new album. Absolutely.
That man went crazy, and I don't know why this song brings him
He got
back
my
to like
heart. I
that
swear, I'm a Breezy fan till the day I die. I cannot help
forever.
it. I'm a Breezy
Yo.
fan. So yes, Angel 10 Toes, that's definitely a one.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had 3. Let me get 2 more.
Let me see. Alicia Keys for sure. I feel like No One is my No One by Alicia
Okay.
Keys. That's just another vibe for me, and it always puts me in a certain mood.
Okay.
What's another? Janae Aiko. What's that song? Da, da, da. It's like more of a smoking joint. She got it with bruh from the what's that?
I'm trying to smoke. That song.
The joint with Sway Lee on it. Ray Shrimmer. What's
That's it.
Was it?
Is
what
that
is
it?
called?
Is that it? Hold on. We're gonna pull the phone out.
Nah, Ray Shrimmer. It's real slow and draggy, but it's a smoking track for sure.
Yeah, I think it's called I'm Trying to Smoke, or it's called Trying to Smoke.
Okay, that might be.
It's called Sativa.
That's the one. You hear me? That
Yes.
put me in a whole different. I don't know. It takes me into this. What do they call that word? Najoustic. Yeah, it put me in that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Some type of different mood, like I'm in a trance or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Every time I play it, you know, but it also makes me feel good. And I say my last one is it's this new joint though by T Grizzly, and I'm not a T Grizzly fan. I can't say I listen to bruh, but he has it, Chris Brown on it, and that's how I found it. It's called I Don't Give a Fuck, and it's got Mariah the Scientist in it, and I've recently tapped into her. I love her voice. That song, I Don't Give a Fuck, with T Grizzly, is his song featuring Chris Brown on the hook, and you got Mariah on the second verse. I mean, it's fire. It's fire.
They got a video for that, actually. That just came out. They have a video for it, and I do like that song. All right, so I'm gonna add to your list, but I'm cheating because I know my songs. I'm gonna know my songs. So I'm gonna add Self Love. Wait, hold on.
Self Love.
All right, it's a new joint. It's by Queen Naja, and it's on the her new project After the Butterflies. So it's called Self Love. I'm gonna add that one by her. I'm gonna add what's his name? Brandy and
You're not saying Ray J, are you?
No. Hold on. See, this is what I get. Okay, it's Burna Boy.
Wait, he got a song with Brandy?
So he redid Sitting on Top of the World that Brandy did back in the day.
Yo, crazy. I did just find out that was her joint. That's what even blew me even crazier. Like, yo.
I'm a Brandy fan. I used to get mad at my mom when my mom used to be like, Brandy can't sing. I'm like, yo, you're crazy. So I'm a Brandy fan, hands down. So Sitting on Top of the World. But I'm gonna do the one with Burna Boy because it's just a little more, it's a little vibey. Like I really like that one. It makes me feel just as good as her original one does.
Okay.
So Self Love by Queen Naja, Sitting on Top of the World by Burna Boy. I'm gonna go with what's the song I've been singing lately? Good Good by Usher, 21 Savage, and Summer.
Really good vibe. Yeah.
That's a good vibing song right there. Like, if you want to be friends with your ex, just go ahead. You know, it's okay. Now you know Usher has made it a fact after you let it burn and get all your confessions out, y'all could be good. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? This is how it play out. Another one of the songs that I'm rocking with right now, I'm gonna turn you up a little bit because I don't know what this song do to me, but I'm gonna do Turn Your Click Up with
Turn Your Click Up, dog. Yeah, me.
What? Yo,
Okay.
Future and Quavo really snap on that song. I feel like that song like bring you back real quick.
Yeah.
Like kind of get you vibing, but then you remember like, yeah, like
definitely a good workout joint too. Like,
yeah, that song is definitely one. Another song that I would get into is I listen to so many different things, but
I swear. That's why it was hard for me to even like take those couple because I went back and then went forward.
It went forward because where my mind's going right now, does not match this playlist whatsoever.
Okay.
Whatsoever.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go with Joe. And
that's a good throwback. Which one?
It's the one
I want to know.
What is that? What is that song? What is that song? Joe and I think Lloyd Banks. I think it's Joe and Lloyd Banks.
Heard. Damn, that's a throwback for real. Only one Ride With You.
Yes.
Or the one that Get to Know You. No. Okay, so it's Ride With You. All right.
Yes, it's Ride With You. I'm gonna go with that one. And then let me see what else I've been listening to. I'm gonna give you one more.
Okay.
One more. Oh, this is easy. I'm On My Mama by Victoria Monet.
Yeah, I forgot about that joint. That joint been going crazy. Like I couldn't even. Yeah. Definitely. And her story inspired me.
We're gonna start off. I think that was about 12 songs. We're gonna start off the playlist with those songs. I'm gonna rewind this back.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the playlist. I might add on to it. And we're gonna put it out. It's gonna be, we're gonna have to put a name to it. We're gonna come up with it after. We're gonna put a name to it, and then we're gonna definitely let it go, let it fly. Play It Sweet podcast.
Play It
official
Sweet, yeah.
Collaboration playlist.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this. Okay. All right. So guys, we've been rocking for a little minute. We had to really catch up, put some things in motion, get past the technical difficulties, the freezing and all that stuff like that. If you're still rocking with us, if you watch this later, please make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Because I know I'm holding you up right now. But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Shauna, thank you for being the first one to go through this process with me. Shout out to my boy Quan. I'm gonna go ahead and bring you on camera because what's the show without showing the producer? Go ahead and get right real quick.
You know what I'm saying?
So get that props up.
Gang here. So we definitely appreciate y'all. I appreciate both of you too because number one, Quan, I was kind of late on the scoop, with everything. But yeah, definitely. Shauna, if you got any last words, tell everybody where to follow you, find your music, all that good stuff. Tap in.
For sure. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Shawnee, for having me on your show. I'm the first, person. So again, it feels real special to be here, and it's just long overdue. So we here. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. Make sure y'all, again, like she said, like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube and Facebook. Run it up, man. Share it with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because she's just going to continue, and it's going to get bigger and bigger. You don't want to be the last one on the boat. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Shout out to my team, man. Underrated Entertainment LLC. Like, shout out to everybody, like all of them. I don't want to name them. You know what I'm saying? But they support me and they rock with me, and they've been pushing me since the day we met. So shout out to y'all, and make sure y'all go download for the new supporters and the current people. Go download Felt Like, man. Felt Like, produced by Young Tidy, who is out of the Ukraine. Shout out to him. Thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? For y'all streams and the shares and the comments and y'all going crazy on the music video too. And it's only part 1. We still got part 2 to shoot. So just know I'm gonna shoot a movie for sure. For sure.
I love it. We're gonna come back. You definitely are gonna see Shauna on Play It Sweet. the podcast again because we got some elevating to do. And we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna bring in familiar faces all the time. But I love you guys. I'm so glad to be back up here or just back talking and hearing what other people have to say. What you have to say is definitely impactful. You definitely dropped some jewels on it. So I hope y'all, if you don't want to watch the whole thing, you could, fast forward, play it back, rewind it. It's play it sleep. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna stop it from hitting the control buttons. You know what I'm saying? Find what you need to find your message, and definitely keep tapping in with me. We're gonna figure this all out. We got a long, beautiful journey ahead of us, but we about to be out this thing. I am your girl, Shani Sweets, and of course, Shauna the singer has tapped in with us. We're about to go ahead and head out. I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Okay, y'all.